Hey everyone, hope everyone's ready for week 4 of the Trinity Football League. We've got some good matchups again this week. A little bit of house clean from last week. Last week I was 4-2 again. Gives me a total of 11-7 for the year. And not too bad, but not great either, but we'll try to build on that and improve. As far as our trophies from last week, the Top Dog Award went to the Archdale Intimidators, who had a good total of 137 points last week. The Tough Break Award went to the T-Ville Ligers, who scored 107 points, but yet got outscored last week. The Lucky Dog Award went to Craig's Trinity War Dogs, who only scored 79 points and got the victory because they were playing yours truly, who got the Donkey Award last week for only scoring 64 points. So I'm going to try to improve on that this week to hopefully get a few more points. Don't figure I'll get a victory. The GMC Never Say Never Award goes to Seagrove Shake and Bake this week for winning their matchup by only 6 points. So congratulations to Ian on his victory last week. Well fought victory and very well earned. All right, let's go into this week's matchups. Let's go ahead and get the ugly out of the way in the very beginning here. The first matchup is my Fairgrove Mad Dogs, the 0-3 Fairgrove Mad Dogs, going against the undefeated Seagrove Shake and Bake. To be quite honest, my team has been a surprise and a disappointment. We just have not been able to get the point totals that we had hoped for, and thus we have just not got any victories. So we're going up against Seagrove Shake and Bake, and things don't look to be getting any better this week. I don't see how my team could pull out a victory against this juggernaut of Ian's team. So I think that I'm going to go 0-4. Hopefully I'll score a few more points than last week, but I feel like this week I will not be able to take the victory, and Ian will win over the Mad Dogs this week. And matchup number 2, Craven Pines Soaring Condors, another team that has fallen on hard luck because of injuries, is going to go against Craig's Trinity War Dogs. The War Dogs haven't put up real big point totals the last couple of weeks, but they do have a 2-1 record and are in the thick of the playoff hunt. Sometimes matchups is the key. It's not if you score the most points, but if you score the points at the right time. And I believe, though, that the Trinity War Dogs will beat Craven Pines this week. Craven Pines has got some guys that are questionable on the lineup. They've lost Jamal Charles for the year. The team is looking a little bit rough around the edges at this point. So I would have to say at this point that Trinity War Dogs would be favored over Sean's Craven Pines Soaring Condors. In the third matchup, the T-Ville Jokers are going up against the Italian Stallions. The Jokers are the other only other remaining team to not have won a game this year, going up against the 1-2 Italian Stallions. And this one I look to be another good matchup, and as I've said every week so far, when you can put Adrian Peterson and Darren McFadden on the same team, you're going to have a chance to win every week. And I do believe that the Italian Stallions will beat the Jokers this week to even their record at 2-2, and that the Jokers will remain winless. So that's my prediction in that particular matchup this week. The next one is the surprising 3-0 Westover Wallaroos, Rob Hicks' team. Rob has done a great job with his team. Very fortunate to be able to get Aaron Rodgers, and they just built upon Aaron Rodgers as their cornerstone and are looking very good this year, scoring a lot of points and just doing an excellent job with this team. He's currently undefeated at 3-0, going up against Jamie's LA Avengers. Jamie's teams are always in the thick of the playoff hunt, but they've gotten off to a little bit of a slow start this year at 1-2. And I believe that the trends are going to continue here with the Wallaroos and the Avengers. I believe that the Wallaroos will continue their winning ways. They will go to 4-0, and they will beat the LA Avengers in Week 4. The next matchup is Paul Hildreth's Sophia Slawcats versus Derek's Archdale Intimidators. Undefeated Archdale Intimidators, and that's no surprise if you've been in the league. Most of us have been in the league several years. We know that Derek always puts a good team on the field. He's always ultra competitive and keeps up with the team very well, and always has his team ready to go. He always has the players out there needed for victory. And I think that this one will be no different. I believe that he will continue his winning ways and will be 4-0 for the season after this week's contest is over, and that they will beat the Sophia Slawcats. The last one is T-ville Ligers, Dustin's team, going up against Chris's L-Town Beatdown. Both of them are at 1-2. The Ligers have scored a lot of points this year, but don't have the victories to show for it. And L-Town is also 1-2. Won their first week's matchup, but have not won the last two. This should be a very close matchup. I predict that just on the basis of Tom Brady at quarterback, that the Ligers will probably beat the Beatdown this week. It could be a very close contest. The Ligers did lose Kenny Brett, and that will hurt them somewhat in their scoring, but they should be able to replace Kenny and continue on. But I believe that the T-ville Ligers will beat the L-Town Beatdown this week in this particular matchup. All right, that's all I've got for this week. Kind of a short one, but nonetheless, hopefully one that will be a good one for everyone. I hope everyone has a great week. Enjoy the games this weekend, and we'll see you next week.